It's an unforgettable feeling walking through your new motorhome. Just the sights of the detail and craftsmanship, touching the surfaces and the smell of real wood and leather. It took a dedicated team of artisans, hours and hours of hard work to get here. And it all starts with this.
Our chassis come from a number of different manufacturers: Ford, Mercedes-Benz, Chevy, and Freightliner. The chassis is chosen based on the size and market for each product in the Thor lineup. Our engineers design the platform. The chassis is sent to an outside modifier who specializes in steelwork. The foundation is what everything rides on. It needs to be flat and square since the sidewalls and roof and floors are made to fit. Some chassis may be modified in a way that increases the overall wheelbase so the motorhome has optimal handling and storage capacity. Our engineers work diligently to design every motorhome structure with the best weight distribution possible, from the front axle to the rear axle, driver's side to passenger side. That's why we use horizontal steel trusses that support the weight. This also allows us to create storage solutions for every floor plan, be it pass-through storage or extremely large bay storage. Regardless of which motorhome you choose, the storage is set up to handle all of your belongings and durable enough to last the lifetime of the motorhome. Once the chassis is back from the modifier, the floor gets installed. The OSB decking is laid down and securely fastened to the frame. Notice the steel tubing? It runs the entire perimeter and throughout the structure of the floor. Not only does this lower the center of gravity, the results are a better ride and reduced overall road noise from the exterior of the motorhome. Here, the seatbelts are mounted. Did you know Thor Motor Coach pull tests the seatbelts to make sure our motorhomes are safe for you and your family? All of our motorhomes have pet and kid-friendly flooring options, meaning it is durable and easy to clean. This is how our residential vinyl flooring is installed. Take a look at how it's laid down, from front to back before the cabinets are installed. This means no gapping, no cutting and pasting, and no peeled up edges. We also use hand-laid porcelain tile flooring in some of our larger diesel models. We mount our tile on a hardy backer, resistant to moisture, mold, buckling, and cracking, so your floor will last a lifetime. It's at this point another member of the crew installs the generator. Here comes the heavy lifting as the team puts the cabinets in place. All the cabinet work is installed before the sidewalls are attached and securely fastened into the floor. At Thor Motor Coach, all the cabinet construction is done in-house by people who know the coaches and the floor plans they are working on. The art of building cabinets in a motorhome is providing the same look and feel of what you have in your home, combined with the longevity and strength needed for an automotive application. Here's something else that sets Thor Motor Coach apart: our beautiful, handcrafted cabinet doors. Regardless of which model you choose, all cabinet doors are solid wood with a complementing stain to match the interior decor. Moving down the line, take a look at how we run our plumbing, electrical, and ductwork. See how it is on top of the floor? We do this to make them accessible should you need service once the sidewalls are mounted. Taking it one step further, notice the two different colored water lines. Red is for hot water, blue is for cold. Some manufacturers use the same white colored line for hot and cold, making it nearly impossible to tell what's being worked on. We need our wire harnesses to have the same attention to detail. As some manufacturers use a one-size-fits-all mindset, ours are color-coded and designed for a specific floor plan, which is why we build our own harnesses in a state-of-the-art harness shop. This cuts down on weight and piles of extra wire, taking up precious cargo space. After the harness is built, it is quality tested. And this may be a small detail, but it is an important one. Our wire harnesses are connected together by locking pins. Using this method means it will be able to withstand the vibrations from the bumpiest highway or the rockiest trail. The electrical system is very similar to the one in your house, along with that of your car. You will find 110-volt breakers and 12-volt fuses. It's here the electrical system, along with outlets, inverters, and converters are installed. When we install the furnace, the ducts are run to the areas where you want heat. And just like the plumbing and electrical, the ductwork is run for easy access. Let's talk about sidewalls and how we build them at Thor Motor Coach. The sidewalls, along with the floor and roof, go through an intensive lamination process. After the aluminum frame is constructed, it is laid down and insulated with a low-density polystyrene foam. It is then hoisted onto the lamination table, where it is placed on flat sheets of fiberglass. Beads of glue are then run an inch apart down the entire surface. A fine mist of water is sprayed on the glue to activate it. The structure is then rolled into the lamination machine. Here, all the air is removed and pressure is applied. This causes all the surfaces to be vacuum bonded together, forming a strong, resilient structure. After the designated time, the structure is removed from the lamination bed and a team armed with routers moves in to cut out the spaces for windows, doors, and vents. It's time to take that laminated sidewall and attach it to the motorhome. The entire wall is now anchored in place. The slide wall is removed after the entire sidewall is set to ensure a perfect fit every time. That's because we build our slide rooms out of the exact piece of fiberglass wall it was cut from. We do this every time, for every coach. What this means for you is it is always going to match and it is always going to fit. Before we reattach the slide wall, bigger pieces of furniture and appliances are set in place. After the slide-out room is crafted, it is inserted back into the wall on a leveled coach before mounting. That way the wall stays square. It's time to raise the roof. Notice the shape? See how it's domed? This allows optimal water and debris runoff as you travel down your favorite road or when forging a new path. Before we put on the front cap, the one-piece windshield is installed to keep the cap square. The glass is installed just like in your car with a urethane adhesive. Now that it's shaping up to look like a motorhome, it is time to install the roof-mounted air conditioners, vents, and TV antennas. Many motorhomes will have Thor Motor Coach's HD Max exterior fiberglass with vinyl graphics, while others will be shipped off to the paint shop for a glossy coat of full body paint. At this point, it is time to install those comfortable sofas and theater seats along with other furniture and appliances. After the awnings and slide-out toppers are installed, the motorhome is now ready to head out for a road test. This is an exhaustive drive down the country roads, highways, and through town to make sure the motorhome is roadworthy. Once back from the road, we rain test every unit to make sure everything is sealed and ready for the great outdoors. Finally, a stop in the audit building. Here, each unit is given a systems check. The coach is weighed, and any imperfections are tagged for final repair before the motorhome is released to ship to a dealer near you. From here, our motorhomes head to you, so you can build your own stories, create your own memories, and you can do it in a motorhome that's made to fit.
Ever since Americans traveled this great country, we've been campers. From our earliest beginnings, our forefathers traveled in wagon trains across these great lands. Ingenuity existed even in those days as innovations began to appear to make the trek a bit more bearable. In the earliest years of the RV industry, America defined a community and culture that is unique the world over. As the RV industry has matured, so have our motorhomes. And meeting the demand for motorhomes is Thor Motor Coach, a division of Thor Industries, the world's largest producer of RVs. Welcome to Thor Motor Coach. Let's take a look at what goes into a Thor Motor Coach. Long before assembly begins, every aspect of your new motorhome begins with solid engineering and creative processes. To ensure a lasting fit and design, Thor Motor Coach uses a computer-aided design or CAD system. The electronic CAD files will be used to guide automated factory equipment and our production team in the manufacturing of the motorhome, ensuring a perfect fit. At Thor Motor Coach, we want to get it right the first time. Prototyped mock-ups are created in the Research and Development Department. Specialized engineering and design staff work together, making sure the components designed for the motorhome will work with each other. The manufacturing facilities house a variety of different departments, each specializing in different aspects of the motorhome construction. Extruded aluminum tubing is cut, shaped, and welded to form the structure for the walls. With the wall framing complete, the remaining insulation, interior decor board, and exterior fiberglass are all glued together, providing a superstructure. The adhesive is applied in a manner that allows complete coverage across all layers, ensuring a lifelong bond. Now the lamination process begins. The adhesive cures as the wall is heated under pressure in a vacuum-bond chamber. This technique increases overall strength by permanently bonding the wall layers into a solid, one-piece structure. Cabinets are built by craftsmen in stations located on the production floor. Each panel and drawer is assembled to match the various floor plans for every motorhome to exacting specifications. Interior and exterior components will be created by feeding electronic CAD files to automated CNC routers. These precise machines can produce parts quickly and efficiently, allowing for a perfect fit every time. Our interior designers create combinations for furniture, fabric, countertops, and flooring to make the interior of the motorhome more inviting. This is where artistry and craftsmanship come together to create the perfect combinations of function and beauty. One of the final pre-assembled components is the wiring harnesses. Individual diagrams guide our employees in the assembly of the 12-volt and 110-volt harnesses. 12-volt wiring is all color-coded and pinned, providing easy connections. Many harnesses will include locking connectors and weather-tight seals to ensure a positive connection years down the road. Here, the chassis rolls onto the beginning of the assembly line with custom truss work, creating the perfect foundation for the motorhome. The installation of the coach's electrical system is started, and depending on the model, items such as leveling jacks, generators, and basement storage areas are installed. The motorhome is beginning to take shape as the floor is lifted and fastened in place. The floor features a fully welded structural steel frame with structure wood decking, which becomes the living area's foundation. Several flooring options, which range from porcelain tile, linoleum, or carpet, are installed in this area. On coaches receiving porcelain tile, the installation performed is just as it is in a traditional home. Hardybacker is mechanically fastened to the structure wood decking, and the tile is installed on top. The Hardybacker provides a sound base to adhere the tile, while the mortar and grout are specially formulated for a mobile environment. As the coach moves down the line, various pieces of the cabinetry are fastened to the foundation. With cabinets in place, it is time to install the walls. The chassis is leveled and the walls are lifted and mounted to the side of the frame. Industrial screws are placed every 8 to 10 inches down the entire beltline of the coach to provide strength. This process is superior to other methods, like placing the walls on the floor of the unit. Now that the walls are connected, a catwalk for installing the roof is lowered down around the coach. The one-piece structure is lifted into place and sits on top of the sidewalls. The roof's crown structure allows for better water runoff while increasing the overall insulating factor. This method isn't the easiest, but it is the best, ensuring years of trouble-free miles down the road. Slide-out rooms have been built and are ready to be installed. These additional rooms are what gives today's motorhomes expansive interior space. Coaches may have anywhere from 1 to 4 slide-outs. It's the addition of the front cap that really gives the motorhome its personality. On Class A models, the front caps and windshields are installed together. These one-piece windshields are designed specifically for each coach, fitting perfectly into place, providing a large pantographic view. On Class C motorhomes, the windshields come pre-installed from the chassis manufacturer and are ready to receive their signature overhead bunk. Coaches will either be painted at an outside facility or will have vinyl graphics applied. It's the addition of these exterior designs that add character and flair to the motorhome's exterior. Even though the exterior of the motorhome is looking like the finished product, the interior is still receiving plenty of additions. Final cabinet assembly, furniture, and appliance installation round out the manufacturing phase. In one of the final steps of manufacturing, each motorhome will be weighed and receive its own weight sticker. Having the exact weights on your coach is important for safe and reliable coach operation. At this point, the motorhome will finalize the series of tests outlined in a detailed 200-point inspection to ensure it meets our strict quality guidelines. Every coach will be taken for an exhaustive real-world road test. A trained professional driver makes it his or her responsibility to check for complete roadworthiness. With the return from the road test, the coach must endure and pass a high-pressure rain test. Nozzles soak the coach on the exterior, simulating treacherous weather conditions, providing peace of mind for the new owners. The shield of protection is Thor Motor Coach's commitment to the quality of the motorhomes we produce. This simple four-phase approach helps us stand out in the crowd. Once the motorhome passes all the inspections and tests, it will earn the Gold Star Inspection Certificate. Taking pride in their work, the employee will personally sign their name to each certificate as it leaves the factory. Concierge Connection is your personal service advocate, giving you a friend at the factory. A member of our service team will personally call you, welcoming you to the Thor Motor Coach family. This concierge will provide pertinent contact information to make your ownership experience even more enjoyable. Rapid Response Parts is our commitment to stock critical parts of the motorhome that may prevent the use of the coach. The Rapid Response Program is intended to expedite parts shipping, getting you back on the road quickly. With 24/7 factory direct support, we're here when you need us. No one knows your coach better than us, so you'll speak directly with a Thor Motor Coach technician, not some call center receptionist. Motorhome travel is not just 9 to 5, and neither should your manufacturer's support. Thor Motor Coach didn't become North America's #1 selling motorhome brand overnight. In fact, it's a culmination of designers, technicians, craftsmen, and fellow RVers who have defined and imagined the best RVing experience possible. As you consider the purchase of your next motorhome, know that we are committed to you every step of the way. Thor Motor Coach.